Most every culture around the world has a signature rice dish, and in the low country of South Carolina and Georgia, they have Perloo, a seasoned rice and veggie dish studded with chunks of savory meats in just about every bite. Alright, so to start things off, we're going to grab a couple tablespoons of olive oil or any oil of your choosing, and we're going to sear off about 6 to 8 chicken thighs. I'm working in batches here, starting with just 4 so I don't overcrowd my pan. Put these over medium-high heat. We want to get a little color on them, and of course season them with fresh cracked pepper and a nice pinch of salt. Once they've browned and gotten some color on that first side, go ahead and give them a flip. Give them 3 to 4 minutes on the other side, and then we'll remove them. Repeat with your remaining chicken thighs, and then once you get most of those thighs and bits of meat out of the pan, we'll add in a few strips of bacon and a few ounces of diced andouille sausage. All of the exact amounts and the directions will be down below, guys, as always. Go ahead and stir that around. Reduce the heat to medium, and at this point we're going to add in 1 diced white onion, 1 diced bell pepper, and 1 to 2 diced jalapenos. I did remove the seeds so this wasn't too spicy. We'll just cook this out over medium heat for 5 to 6 minutes until those meats have rendered out their fat and the liquid from the vegetables has allowed us to scrape up the fond. Going in with some thyme leaves, some ground oregano, and optionally a little bit of cayenne pepper, but if you don't want the heat, you can leave that out. A few cloves of minced garlic go in. And then again, just use any juices that leach out of those vegetables to scrape up the fond off the bottom of the skillet and continue to cook this down. We'll of course season with some more fresh cracked pepper. The bacon was relatively salty, so mine did not need any more salt at this point. And once those meats have rendered out their fats and those veggies are softened, we're going to add in 2 cups of a medium or long grain rice. Toast that off for 3 to 4 minutes in that beautiful bacon and sausage and chicken fat and olive oil. And we'll add in about a pint or so of cherry tomatoes, which have been cut in half, followed by 3.5 to 4 cups of stock. Go ahead and stir all of that to thoroughly combine. Scrape up any remaining bits of fond off the bottom of the skillet, and then return your chicken to the party, followed by 3 to 4 bay leaves. We want to bring this up to a simmer, cover it, and then pop it in a 350-degree oven for about 30 to 35 minutes, or until that chicken is fully cooked through and the rice is nice and tender to the bite. We'll go ahead and remove your bay leaves, of course, and then we're going to shred the chicken and fluff the rice at the same time. We're not looking to shred this chicken down into tiny little bite-sized pieces, but just break it up slightly. Because we use chicken thighs here, that meat is still nice and moist and tender. And again, just shred it up, fluff that rice until everything is nice and thoroughly combined. At which point we will actually pop the lid back on and let this rest for an additional 10 minutes for all those flavors to get to know one another perfectly and to let it cool off just slightly. And for me, this dish requires hot sauce and green onions, without which it is inedible. Well, just kidding, it's still delicious, but those really are the perfect accoutrement to this beautiful bowl of rice and meat. What you wind up with here is a deeply seasoned and flavorful, perfectly cooked bowl of rice with that salty, smoky bacon and andouille, juicy, tender chunks of chicken, nice acidity from those little pops of tomato acidity in there. Of course, the hot sauce adds a nice spice and acidity as well. This dish will feed a crowd, takes less than an hour to make, and is absolutely delightful. I hope you'll give it a try, add whatever proteins and veggies that you see fit, and as always, now it's your turn to go make something delicious.